Massive day for BLGS finals here. A lot is on the line as we approach the end of BLGS. The last two qualifiers here. You need big results for some of these teams, specifically the Falcons. Now that they're inside of the finals, will they be able to capitalize and show that version of the Falcons that we've been seeing in scrims lately? Or will they succumb to the competition once again and bottom out in finals? Obviously, time will tell. Today is the day that we go into the North American finals. Of course, the teams following: Cloud9, Broskies, Furia, Lone Sharks, Moist Esports. Lone Sharks, by the way, Bleed Esports. Before all that org drama happened, I'll just mention that a couple more times just in case you guys have forgot. Board, Gods Among Men, Stallions, Dragons, TSM, Liquid Alienware, Durags, Falcons, NRG, Purple Slushy, Fire Monkeys, Tripods, Odium, also known as an Ape Gang. So a good bit, a fair share of unsigned teams here, which is pretty exciting. Hopefully this is you start to see more and more of these teams that are making a name for themselves. I hope to see this somewhat consistent. I will say that this new legend meta, in my opinion, has actually shown more consistency inside of the esports scene. Once again, you'll notice some team names missing here, like 100 Thieves gone, LG gone. If you missed our last video talking about how they got upset, and make sure to go check it out. But crazy day, big for BLGS. Not sure still why we've skipped Monday to do it on a Tuesday, but it is what it is. Speaking of the BLGS finals, we do have the results now. As you guys saw in yesterday's video, we did not have the results out yet for APAC North. Now we finally do. Congratulations to the Red Rams. I mentioned them, how they had a lot of momentum going into the split one earlier this year for ALGS. Obviously a roster that's very well known in that region and one that has some accolades of itself. They've been qualifying, they've been performing, they've been showing themselves to be a part of the scene and not just some outcast who just sucks at the game, but we're in the BLGS. They're actually a solid team. Okay, I think they're a little bit underrated here. First plays, very good performance from them. Honestly, same thing with Interforce 36. I would not consider Interforce 36 a top APAC North team, maybe obviously top 20 or so, but not anything to be really afraid of or scared of. But obviously, I think in the last couple of months, we've seen a better side of them. RRX in the top 3, Meteor AG, LFT Army, VAG, Funny Loco, Riddle Order, Crazy Raccoon, FNATIC in top 10. I really would have liked to have seen a better performance from them. Not even a single win on the day, but it is what it is. We'll talk more about FNATIC in just a second. Pokemon in 11th, you've got this team once again that I struggled with yesterday in 12. GHS, ICU, Minions, Boss, Geo, YNB Gaming, Aquarium, and Poise. Now, FNATIC is a team, I guess honestly, let's start more with Riddle Order. Riddle Order, Crazy Raccoon has been a team that I think all of us expected good results, winning type results, especially Reject Winity, your number one team from Split 1 playoffs. They move over to Crazy Raccoon. I think we're probably expecting more of these three organizations right here at the top, but it is what it is. I wouldn't say it's a terrible performance. Don't forget, FNATIC has already won week 1, so they're already qualified anyways. But when you talk more about FNATIC, you have to mention how good and solid and consistent and poised, not no pun intended there, considering one of the team names are Poised. But I think this team is one to look out for still. I know that I've been riding this train for a while, all because of Split 1 playoffs. I know the game is completely different, but I still believe in this team. And when you see just the way that they're calming and you see that the way that they're using their abilities, this team really looks like they are in control of what is going on in the game. They really feel like, they know what they're doing. They're very calculated. They're not making a lot of little mistakes, maybe some, but I think as far as ability conservation, they're doing a great job. So that's why I really like this team. And if you haven't seen this clip already showing just how control of this meta they are, take a look at this clip.
ランパのパーティーボコって2位にした方がいいこれ一回バレバレバレバレバレバイキンとか視線切れるそれ次俺んとこ9にしようじゃあ9タクは次ドームね進むわこれ極力進むねドームで見合いで分かってる分かってる分かってる分かってるまだまだまだ全然まだまだ言うよ俺ビリビリなったら Q がなったもうそれ壊れるよお見合い削ろうこれ右下次俺ら張り付きでいいよ次俺ら張り付きでいいよ9 7秒左行こう左行こう左行こうゆっくり右下が2段
下起こしてる。
右下起こしてる。だから割り切りさせればいいよ、これ俺はゆっくりで。俺ら最初アンチ強いよ。
ドーム9で決断いったら。
俺9、行こう行こう。俺の9で来て。この向きのままやるからね、9。次ウルトあるから、まだ俺ウルト最後がいいな。押し出しがいい、ウルトこれ。
ドーム9何秒
9ない、ウルト高いこれ。
オッケー。左。
しゃがめいいよ、壊そう。俺の9ある。ナイス。
Now, of course, we know this meta is already a little cheese with how much you're able to recover yourself and not get punished for mistakes that you do make, but everybody's doing it. So I guess at this point, you don't have to look at it as cheese because the opponents are doing it as well. It's just a part of the meta. It's just the way the game is at this point. And I feel like FNATIC's had a good grasp, a good grip on that. So I'm very interested to see how they perform in a more ALGS style environment, obviously a more international style environment. A lot of the comments here, once again, incredible ability management. Something I've noticed with these high level plays that there's no wasted movement, constant calmish communication. It's very impressive what FNATIC is doing right now. I'm very interested to see how they perform on the ALGS level. Also wanted to mention some visa issues with Genburten. Okay, so 100 Thieves is obviously one of the top teams in the world right now, and I think it's unfortunate that they're not getting to show their full potential, their full self inside of the BLGS. They're looking good for ALGS. They're talking about these visas, but I'm really hoping that they get this stuff all settled pretty soon because they're not getting the good practice that they need for BLGS going into ALGS, right? You've got Japan for ALGS. It shouldn't be problematic. They should have it all figured out for ALGS championships, but BLGS is a massive battleground right now where these teams are battling it out against your challenger circuit players, your top pro players. So many people are getting good, consistent tournament practice, not just scrim practice, and we're worried about Genburten. Zero's obviously moved over to Canada so that he can still play in all of this stuff while it's going on. Genburten, though, cannot say the same. And unfortunately, these are the repercussions that we're dealing with, and that's why 100 Thieves is finding themselves eliminated earlier on in the bracket and not making it into this finals. Here's what Timmy had to say on why Gen has not got his visa, even though Zero was able to do it. Run the clip.
I think the biggest factor was that like he just overstayed his visit, so because of that he can't get a visit visa, and Zero had the same problem because I think they both did it. But the reason why Zero is back before Gen is because like a TLDR that I think like Gen tried to get his visa when he was still on Falcons because Falcons, he was, even though they kicked him off the team, he was still signed to Falcons. And in general too, like I think the Falcons people like just took forever to like apply for the actual visa, even though Gen sent him the information. Yeah, like they sent the information and etc, and they just like applied like, or they sent the information like 4 or 5 days later than they should have. Yeah, it definitely unfortunate. And then on that, I'm surprised that he didn't get back, what's it called, for this BOGS, but yeah, I have no idea. Why did you try Canada? So the problem with that is like he could go to Canada, but then he has nothing in Canada, if that makes sense, right? Like he, like there's no place to play, no place to no PC, you know what I mean? Being signed to 100 Thieves doesn't help him at all. But like to get into America, I mean, we're like trying to expedite it as much as possible, but I mean, there's only so much you can do, you know what I mean?
So obviously a little concerning, one of the top teams missing one of their top players, and they've been missing him for months now. Hopefully they can get all of this resolved pretty soon. I would like to see him at least in the last BLGS qualifier. A lot of Apex to still be played for ALGS, BLGS, and many other tournaments alike. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below about some of the issues with these rosters, also some of the results that we're getting. How do you stack these regions up against each other right now? North America obviously looks strong as ever. EMEA is not one to count out as well. I feel like they've been improving. And APAC North, APAC South, where do you weight these regions amongst each other compared to where we used to be in year 2, where it was all North America? Comment down below, like and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all things inside the world of Apex Legends, news, drama, stories, esports, and much more. And until the next time, we'll see you all later, Gators.